All right, last chance kitchen heading into restaurant wars. This is Henry versus Katianna. 30 minutes. They got to do a fresh made dough dish in 30 minutes, which presents a host of problems. No time for resting, no time for chilling. You got to come up with a way to fry it or to have it like half risen. And that risks a lot of chewiness. So just not an ideal situation for these chefs. Henry does a pan-seared wonton with pork, soy scallions with soy sour broth and garlic scallion emulsion. Looked great. Katianna, pot pie seafood chowder with scallops, mushrooms, vin du vin crust. She did like a crumbled version of the dough and, frying half of it, baking half of it, which was smart, giving her New England roots. She wanted to do this like chowder. I felt like Henry's dish was more direct, more composed. I think it's something that was more of a double. I think Katianna swung for the fences here and it went over the fence. I felt like that was a risky move, and Katianna does high risk, high reward dishes very well on this show. And even though I thought Henry it seemed like the more successful dish, the flavors didn't hit. The broth was weak, a little chewy, yes, but I think Tom said it was in a good way. Both of those were winning dishes, but only one can remain on the show, and Katianna stays on. She moves on, and Henry goes home. Kind of a roller coaster, as Tom said, a roller coaster, a lot of mistakes, as we talked about with Eric Ajapong on the show. Henry was kind of just was a real wild card on this show. Didn't know what he was going to produce. Had some obvious I guess curveballs is the right word, when his teammate Shuai just threw out his mise en place and his onions for his dish. That was not something I would like to have happen to me, but Henry persevered enough to get $10,000 in quick fire money, and he goes home with $10K in his pocket. So a good performance from Henry. I'm going to try to hit up the restaurant that he does with Evelyn Garcia. A good showing from Henry. But honestly, happy to see Katianna get one step closer to making it back into the competition. Really want to see her go up against Tristan in the finale. And we'll see. She's going to go against Paola. I think it'll be quick work. Katianna, I picked her number one overall for a reason, and she's showing out 2 wins in a row here in the Last Chance Kitchen. And lots and lots of dad jokes from Tom Colicchio and the squad. So we'll see next week. Katianna versus Paola after Restaurant Wars. Can't be too far away from someone re-entering into the competition. I'm rooting for Katianna, both personally and fantasy-wise. Want to see her back in there and win this whole thing because she's on my team and Tristan isn't. We'll talk next week. Last Chance Kitchen Breakdown.